Okay, so where I want you to look in Haiku, we're going to go to our Unit 3, Part 3, Chapter 5, hit that little button, and go to Unit 3, Task 4. It's something we've already started, but I added a little bit more to it. There's this last part to it. So click where it says Unit 3, Task 4. Alright. So I'm going to grab the rubric if you want to go through the rubric with me real quick, and then I'll explain the last part of the task. And then I will be quiet and let you work. Okay? It's probably I. No. Good job. Close. Alright. So, this is the scoring guide. We've already done a bunch of this. Okay? So, before break, way before break, let me zoom. Let's see, because I can't see it. You can probably see it better on your screen. So, before break, the first thing we did was we did the proof of the Pythagorean identity. You did an online test, and I gave you a piece of paper to write it out. I don't want the piece of paper. I wanted it all typed, right? You guys vaguely remember doing that? The advanced piece of the task was doing it was on that part of the task, there was a proof of, there were 2 other proofs you had to do. Okay, if you haven't finished that yet, you can work on it. Okay, it's not, I haven't obviously graded the whole task because we haven't done all the parts yet. Okay, you had to get 100% on the unit circle test. Almost everybody has accomplished that at this point. Okay, if you still need to take the unit circle test, you can ask me to do it anytime. I'll give you 10 minutes and you can do it. Okay, if you think you're ready for it. Okay, and then we're going to accurately complete trigonometry square 2. That's what we're calling it. All right, so that's what today's activity is this trigonometry square. Okay, so let's go back over here to PowerSchool. I'm going to open this task up. And if you look at it has very explicit instructions. Okay, I'm going to go to the very bottom and I'm going to grab that attachment. So everybody open that Google Slides. And there's even more instructions there. So, once you have that open, you should not be able to edit it. You need to do File, Make a Copy. Okay, so everybody do File, Make a Copy. And instead of it saying Copy Of, erase Copy Of and put your name there, right? So make a copy. I'm going to give everybody a minute to make a copy. Okay? And then we'll mess with the copy. Vidal, here's this. Number 1 to 16. Put your name on it. Okay, so once you've got the copy, it gives you instructions on slide 1. The task is on slide 2. I think we did a puzzle like this first semester. You can grab over there and put your name. But basically the idea is on this here, you can pick the pieces up. See how I'm picking them up? And I can move them. And if I grab this little guy here at the top, I can spin them. Does that make sense? So basically you've got to get the puzzle put back together. The idea is that the edges should be 2 items that are equivalent. Okay? I can't see mine very well. This one here says 1 over the secant of A, right? What's the reciprocal of secant? Cosine. So I want cosine, a piece with cosine of A to be there. Do we see a piece that has an edge where there's cosine of A on it? Which one? 5? Okay, so I could take 5 and I could spin it like this, right? And that might not be the right piece, but it's a piece. Okay? What you would do is on square number 1, you would write down the work 1 over secant A equals cosine A. So under number 1, you'd write that. You might also have to write down this simplification here. Okay? I will tell you, and then you keep doing that, and you can keep spinning the pieces and moving them around the grid. And basically you take the puzzle apart and put it back together in exactly the same shape. Does that make sense? Yes? All right. The piece, we're all going to start with the same piece. It's number 1 exactly the way it looks is the first piece on the top left-hand corner, okay? So that number 1 stays the way it is. Maybe that number 5 is the one that matches it like that. I don't know. There might be another, oh, there's another cosine A here at 10, isn't there? So that could be another candidate for what goes there, okay? So I don't know if number 5 is the right piece or not off the top of my head, okay? All right, so what are you putting on the piece of paper? The work for each one of the boxes, right? There are going to be some that don't match anything, right? Because those outside edges don't match anything. And that's going to happen. All right, so you might do some work and you don't get anything to simplify to be it, okay? So you should be using your reciprocal identities, your quotient identities, and your Pythagorean identities, and a little bit of simplifying, okay? These should be way easier than what was on the test, all right? But I needed you to make sure you could do the stuff on the test. That's why I spent the last couple of days going back over it, okay? Any questions? All right, and the homework assignment for tonight was already covered by yesterday, right? So we don't have to mess with it. All right, I'm going to be quiet and let you work, okay? If you need something, you're really desperate to get something stamped, you can come see me today. If you need help on something or you don't understand something, please let me know, okay? And then you guys can have the period to get this done, okay?